Hi guys, today is January 17, 2019. I just want to share a quick story. What happened to the spring bar on my Vacheron Constantin overseas dual time. So I did a quick review of this watch back in November 2018. It's a really nice tool watch dual time. Right now you can see the local time is about 10:07 p.m. And you can see the second time zone, second hand right here with the PM indicator. So the second time zone I have is 3 p.m. And as mentioned in my review, one of the really nice feature of this watch is it's very easy to swap your bracelet to metal or rubber bands you also receive from the purchase. And it's very simple. You just click this little clip here and pull it out. You see that little clip mechanism there? To put it back, you just simply push it back in. It's back in. So it's a very nice feature. So this morning I was going to work, put the watch on, and when I was getting into my car, the watch sort of fell off my wrist. And initially I thought, could it be my lock here wasn't tight, right? It happens. But then, if that's the case, the watch was still kind of sitting on your wrist, right? Wouldn't be kind of falling off completely. But in this case, the watch basically almost fell off completely. Luckily, it was a rainy day. I was wearing a rain jacket with a very tight cuff, so the watch basically fell inside of the sleeves of the cuff. Then I quickly realized it fell because the spring bar of the watch basically came loose. Basically came out of this completely, and as a result, this half of the bracelets fell off. So the spring bar here is actually not a normal traditional bar. If you can see, a normal traditional bar here looks like this. You can actually push both sides, basically. You can see that. And they just basically putting to the watches right there. But this one, it's actually there's no real spring in there, just a piece of metal. It's got a little bit of angle here, a slotted flat head, and right here you actually have a little bit of a groove. So when you put this in, there's a little hole here. You put in here, clasp like this, then you screw in a little bit. So I guess I could do it myself, but I should bring it to the AD, have them apply some Loctite or super glue in the head area, then push in, sort of glues in this side, then you screw in a little bit in the end. And I was a little bit disappointed because it's a still relatively new watch. Then how did this come loose, right? I mean, you think about it. I was wearing, like I said, a tight cuffed jacket, so the watch kind of stayed secure, and this bar actually fell inside the sleeve as well. But if I were to wear, a suit with a loose cuff or just a regular, shirt or whatever, right, the watch could have easily fell on the ground, potentially causing really severe damages. So, again, basically this bar fell out and the bracelet completely fall down. So I'm going to bring it to the AD, have them fix it tomorrow, and let you guys know what happens. Thank you very much. Hello, I'm back. So today I went to my local AD, basically told them what happened. They examined the bar, the spring bar or the bar, making sure it was not broken. And, it's a pretty quick fix. Took them a couple of minutes to get it done. Basically, they insert a bar back in through this hole here, put a little bit Loctite type of super glue in the front end, and then use a very small flat head screwdriver to screw this down, tighten it. Took a couple of minutes, pretty quick. And I asked them, does this happen often? The bar fall out of a relatively new watch. They said it's not common, but it's also not super rare, so it does happen from time to time. The thread on the little bar towards the end of this side is really thin, and I can see, after a while it may get a little bit loose. So I think if you have one of these Gen 3 overseas or thinking about getting one, just make sure, from time to time, maybe take a look at this, screw. You can see right now it's a bit under the flush surface. You can see it's a little bit more tucked in underneath the hole there. So if you notice, the end of the bar is becoming more flush with the side of the case. Perhaps if you have these tiny screwdrivers, you can just tighten it a little bit. Make sure it's secure. All right, so that's it for this little incident, and I hope it never happens to you, and hopefully this one is secure going forward. And thank you very much for watching.